New today, Americans are calling for change. An Associated Press poll finds about 2 out of 3 Americans say they favor term limits or a mandatory retirement age for Supreme Court justices. That poll taken shortly after the Supreme Court issued a number of high-profile decisions, including overturning Roe v. Wade and expanding gun rights. So joining us now, Julia Manchester, national politics reporter from our partners at The Hill. Julia, thank you so much for being with us. Now, this is a rare issue. Both parties, both sides agree on here. Over 80% of Democrats, nearly 60% of Republicans do favor those term limits. Why does this issue seem to kind of transcend partisan politics?
Well, it's interesting. I think you've seen this issue go from more of a partisan issue with Republicans and also a partisan issue with Democrats whenever there is a majority on the court that is conservative or liberal. And they both know what it's like. Right now, it's the downside for liberals with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and other Supreme Court decisions like that conceal and carry law in New York, for example. So, I think you're seeing Americans say, look, there needs to be a fair and balanced way to approach the Supreme Court, that there should be an opportunity for new justices, new blood to come in. There's been talk about diversity on the court, whether it's racial, economic, or even where you go to school. For forever, the Supreme Court has been dominated by, former students of these Ivy League institutions, and a lot of Americans question whether they actually represent the Supreme Court, or represent Americans, excuse me. So I think that's a big question that Americans have. How do we make sure there's the appropriate amount of turnover?
Well, there is that 2/3 approval, again, for the term limits, but only 1/3 support expanding the court. So, Julia, talk with us about the discrepancy there.
Yeah, so with expanding the Supreme Court, there's definitely, more nuance there. Look, I think whenever there's the partisan side that's in the minority, so for example, now the liberals, you have a lot of progressives calling for the Supreme Court to be expanded because they want to be able to have a fair shot at, the court deciding on issues in the way they want them to decide in. So, you've seen that conversation really start to tick up with Roe v. Wade in particular being overturned, but we haven't really seen that, gain traction really among major lawmakers. We've only seen it really among progressives. It hasn't really necessarily entered the mainstream.
Well, these type of conversations, do tend to arise after these high-profile rulings. But realistically, are there any changes that could really come to the court? Could President Biden do anything? Can Congress take any action here?
I think there's definitely nuance as to who can do what to change the Supreme Court, but I don't think we will see any change in the immediate future. I think this is something that's going to happen incrementally if it happens. I think there's too much happening when it comes to the other issues Americans are dealing with. But I think you could definitely start to see grassroots organizations really organize as to how to, push for those term limits or even expand the court. However, I would say that expanding the court at this point, the chances of it happening are relatively low.
All right, Julia Manchester from our partners at The Hill. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.